Hey all, Heretic here with another Hearthstone Battlegrounds Player's Guide, and I'm here to bring you the information you need to help you win with Ini Stormcoil. So get comfy and let's dive in. First, let's talk about the hero power MechGyver. This is a passive power that reads, after 12 friendly minions die, get a random mech. I mean, this is simple, effective, and you get a bunch of free minions. There's not a whole lot of puzzle out here. You want to have all the death rattle, reborn. Basically, if it summons extra minions and you don't win the combat, at least you're marching towards a path towards free minions, which is never bad. You always want to get free minions if you can help it, and that's all this hero power does. It's extra value in the early game. You want to have things like the Icky Imp, Rat Pack, Replicating Menace, but once again, if it has death rattle, if it has reborn, makes more minions, it's good on your power. It's simple. She's a mech hero because she gives you free mechs. So play mechs, cobble them together, get the win. Now when it comes to tiering with Ini, always going to do warrior curve. Reason for that being simple is you are going to set up pairs and triples and you are going to get them to get the more valuable minions in the later game. Now the nice thing about her hero power though is since she's always giving you mechs in your hand, eventually you're going to get the triples just through that if enough things keep dying. Which with mechs, since you have lots of death rattles that summon extra things, that's going to happen relatively quick usually. Now when it comes to the minions and strats that work for Ini, you don't necessarily have to play mechs, but since the hero power is giving you free mechs, it definitely leans towards that. You could just use it as an economy engine to, if you were say playing Menagerie, generate more value for the rest of your board, or at least to buff the 1 or 2 minions you have that would fall into the mech category. But most of the times you're just going to play mechs if you're playing Ini. So anything with Divine Shield is going to be your friend. Popbot, Deflectobot, Annoya Module, Holy Mechrel, and now Greasebot. These things help you win the game easier, especially when you get the Greasebot online and they start getting buffed +3, +2 every time they lose a shield. Obviously, if you're going mechs, Omega Buster, say give it taunt with a sparring partner. This is usually the better way to do it. If you use the Annoya module, it now has Divine Shield, which means it might not die when you want it to, but if you're just buffing it with Sparring Partner, odds are it's just going to die on the first shot. Also, if you're going to go this route, you probably now are going to be looking at a Baron Rivendare if you have the Omega Buster. So maybe also find an Uther, that way you can buff your Baron Rivendare so it is zap proof. Just a good simple way to make sure your board survives. Now when it comes to countering Ini, if dragons are in, Atramedes is a good way. The fact that he will target the minion he's going to hit and the neighbors of that minion with 3 damage means any shields are now gone, making it a little more effective now because you've knocked out his #1 way of taking that damage out, and you're actually doing some significant damage to him. Tunnel Blaster, it will nuke the entire board, including your guys, for 3 damage, but this will take out any shields present. And that's certainly a good thing since mechs typically all have Divine Shield. And real quick, if you don't want to mix out on our next guide, maybe click subscribe. That way you can get notification so I can help you get more information on how to win more with different heroes. A little bit of information goes a long way. I try to keep these guys informative and short. That way you can get the information you need to win a little faster and maybe have some fun along the way while watching. Overall, I love Ini Stormcoil. Now, she performs significantly better in the lower MMRs, so if you're not a top 5% player, she probably does pretty good. If you're in the top 5%, people know exactly how to counter her pretty effectively and do. That being said, it's very simple what they do. You get mechs, you build mechs, you buff mechs, you win with mechs. There's nothing complicated about Ini. There's no big combos you have to cobble together. There's a couple things you can do to make the play more nuanced and help you win more, but overall, Ini's simplistic and she works. It's great. You get economy, you have synergy, not complex gameplay. It's just a clear direction that gives you the path to winning the game. It's pretty good. I like Ini a lot. So that being said, give her a shot. If you haven't tried it, I think you'll enjoy it. It's good fun. It's not overly complex. It's just a good time. Stay tuned. I have more guides on the way, and I hope you learned a few things and had a good time today. I know I did. Bye.